What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Yeah, let me clean the camera off. Get some of the sun out of here. Got my little tray and everything. Who gonna come in here with me today? Talk to me. I gotta give me another thing. Did she give me? Y'all, can y'all see that? That should have been my thumbnail. Damn. That should have been my thumbnail. Should have been my thumbnail. Let's see them. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. I'm trying to sit y'all somewhere. Sit y'all right here. That's a good spot. Y'all got my little chips, my little sauce. That's my little spicy sauce. See that? Let's see. Hey, baby. Hey, Donna Green. I'm good. I hope you are. Denise CV. I'm trapped in Miss Bay Girl. Hey, Denise. Y'all see my little. Y'all know I'm doing that wrong. Y'all know I'm doing that wrong. Let's see. My little sauce and everything. Looking bomb and hungry. Thank you, baby. It look good, honey. I'm just, sometimes when I be getting my food, I'm one of them people that like my food fresh. I like it, I like my food fresh. I like my food hot. And sometimes I just go ahead and do my little thing right there where I'm at. And Bae don't eat like me. He eat like, that's my sauce. Y'all can see it. He eat like once a day. But baby, hey, baby, no. So look, let me see what Donna Green said. Donna Green said, those tacos look good. Yes, they do, baby. Yes, they do. I'm trying to set y'all up so I can go ahead and eat and tell my little story time. Let's see, make sure I ain't missed nobody. So, yeah. Let me say my grace. Lord, we thank you for the hands that prepared it, and we make it nourishment to our soul. Ask you to make it nourishment to our soul. In Jesus' name, amen. Bless all the people that's watching me right now and continue to bless them in Jesus' name, amen. So, y'all, I'm not going to knock y'all around today. There we go. There we go. So, y'all, listen. So, let me eat some of this. So, years ago, I was in this relationship. So, this dude, he was like, when I tell you, he was like obsessed. And people be thinking like that people be obsessed with their looks and stuff like that. A lot of people just be obsessed with your style. You know what I'm saying? The way you carry yourself, the way you handle your business, the way you raise your kids and things like that. So, Some people can be loving you for your spirit that you carry too. So I was talking to this dude. Mm-mm-mm. This should have gave me extra napkins. So I was talking to this dude, but I was clubbing back then. I was still in the clubs. So me and my sister was getting our clothes out. I'm getting it ready. You know how you do before you ready to go to the club and stuff. You get everything handled or whatever. I knew it. Mm-mm-mm. I knew it. I could never wear a white shirt. So I'm gonna cover it up. So me and my sister was getting our clothes ready for the club, y'all. And the whole time, the dude was watching me get dressed. So he just sitting there watching me. He ain't saying nothing or nothing. I was taking my kids over to my aunt's house that lived around the corner at the time. So y'all, I promise to goodness, everything I love. I was just minding my own business, and all of a sudden, I looked outside. Promise story, real story. I look outside and I see a police car. I have not did nothing. I wasn't talking to him that day. I think we was beefing or whatever. I think we was beefing, like not talking. I'll get that taco juice on your shirt. I did already. Right, Donna Green. I did already. Too late. So I always mess up a white shirt. So me and him wasn't talking or whatever. So I probably was being petty. I probably was walking around there getting all my stuff ready for the club. I probably was making them mad. So, promise to God, I looked and the police officer pulled up. At the time, the lady's name was Miss. I didn't even say her name. I'm not gonna say her name because Denise said I'm here listening to y'all. So I'm not even gonna say the officer name because the dude might be looking at looking at my videos on the low. So he gonna already know who it is anyway if he ever looked at my videos. But anyway, so I'm walking through there and I'm probably being real petty, just like I said. Me and my sister, we probably was being petty because me and him wasn't talking. And at the time, I didn't even want to be with him no more or whatever. So, promise to God, I'm sitting in the house now. I look outside, I see a police officer pull up to my house. So, I go outside because I know ain't nothing happened. I'm thinking they got the wrong house. So, I go outside. We're going to get the officer lady a name. We're going to call her Deborah. So, I go outside because I knew the lady. And I was like, Miss Deborah, what's up? She said, Miss Deborah said, she said, are you, called my name, I'm just gonna say Bae. Are you Miss Bae? And I was like, yes. This lady saying, I got a warrant for your arrest. I said, for what? She was like, assault. God is my witness, y'all. She said assault on a male. But she said his name. I said, assault on a male when? I ain't hit nobody. I ain't touched nobody. So I was like, telling the lady, I was like, stop playing. That lady said, turn around and put me in handcuffs. So I done turned around and she put the handcuffs on me. Remind you, my sister is in the house and the dude is just sitting there. So my sister came outside. She was going crazy. She was like, what's going on? And I was like, yo, he called the police and told the police that I didn't hit him. And said he had visible scars, y'all. The dude had a bald head and he was shaving his head with magic shave. Magic shave, and he had done cut his head. Yeah. This man had done snuck out the house, went to the magistrate office, took out papers on me, y'all, so I wouldn't go to the club. Y'all, they don't even have. So, okay. My sister comes outside. Y'all, that ain't even the half. My sister comes outside and she was like, what's going on? I said, yo, he done took papers out on me saying that I didn't hit him. My sister just stood there for a minute. So the officer, she put me in the back seat. She put me in the back seat of the car. All I saw was my sister rushed up in the house real fast. So the officer is coming towards me because my sister asking her all these questions or whatever. So I'm in the car. I promise to God, I hear all this commotion in the house. And I'm telling the officer lady, I was about to say the lady name. I said the officer lady, I said, go back in the house, go back in the house. They fighting, they fighting. So the officer goes in the house, y'all. God is my witness. When the officer goes back in the house, right. So the goes back in the house. I'm in the car, y'all, with handcuffs behind my back. And when I look, my screen door was opening, and I promise to God, my sister and the dude both came out in handcuffs. So now everybody going to jail. So my sister tells me, when she goes in the house, after they put me in the car, she tell the dude, she said she walked past him because she was mad that he was in my house watching my TV. And I'm going to jail. So she said she picked up the TV, y'all. Because he said to her, he said, you mad because your girl going to jail, and started laughing. My sister picked up the TV and threw it at him. They both went to jail. They both came out in handcuffs. So she called for backup, put them in another car. So we get downtown. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to come up out of here. I'm about to come out of here. He's sitting over there. Right. So he's sitting over there across the bench from us. And I'm over there saying all types of stuff to him. I mean, y'all, I'm cussing him out. I'm calling him all kinds of names and everything. The whole time, y'all, he was doing his lip like this. But I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying no attention. Yes, right. So I wasn't paying no attention that he was just like, we cussing him out, but he like this. Just biting his lip. But I'm thinking he just like, he humble right now. He humble. Everybody going to jail and whatever. So My sister mother walked in, and she was talking to the magistrate office or whatever, and I'm out there talking cash junk. So my sister mother came back out, and she was like, your sister can go home, but you gotta do 24 hours. Yo! I had to do 24 hours. And I went in there to talk to the magistrate for him to book me in. The dude walked out the magistrate office and was smiling, y'all. When I went in there to the magistrate man, he said, you are charged with a simple assault. And this man had visible wounds. Y'all, when he was biting his lip, when I was cussing him out and calling him all kinds of names, y'all, he was biting his lip. He told them I didn't hit him in the head and then punched him in the lip. God is my witness. I never touched this dude. It's not that serious. So, okay. They book me. I go to jail. So, the cell that I was in, it was only supposed to be 4 women. When I get in the cell, y'all, right, crazy. So, when I get in the cell, only supposed to be 4 women to a cell, and girl was like 8. So that means somebody got to sleep on the floor. Being though I didn't came in there last, I'm the one that got to sleep on the floor. It was like 3 of us down on the floor. So, y'all, when I get in this jail cell, I knew a couple of women in there. Because y'all know I live in this small town. So, they was trying to talk to me. I ain't want to have no conversation. They was laughing. They was having a good time. They was sending letters through the pipes to the men. They was making themselves at home. The food came in. I ain't want my food. Y'all, I laid down on that mattress, covered my face, and cried. But I ain't let them see me cry, y'all. Because I ain't want nobody to think I was soft. You know what I'm saying? So I put my hands down on the pillow like this, and I was just crying. And I was really crying because these women have just like in here and they comfortable. One woman was using the bathroom. The other lady was sitting on the bump talking to her while she using the bathroom. Y'all, I was no good. I wasn't no good. So, y'all, listen. Let me tell you something. So, when I get out, my sister came and got me out the next day when it was time. I had to go to court. They let me out. The judge told me I did my little 24 hours or whatever. So, I had to go back over to the jail for them to release me. So, when I got to the jail, yo, they was smoking roll-up cigarettes. Honey, I was sitting beside the door. Because if they came in there, I didn't want to have no parts of it. So, right, I'm on that floor, baby. I'm on that floor. So anyway, make a long story short, what happened then? Okay, I go back upstairs. They smoking cigarettes and stuff. And I'm like, I ain't with it because I ain't get ready to get locked down. So I'm standing by the door. So y'all, when them damas said, Miss Bae, I was already at the door. So listen to this. So I get out. My sister meet me downstairs, whatever. She was like, you all right? I was like, yeah. Y'all, I pull up to my house. Because the first thing I want to do is take a shower. God is my witness. Promise to God, y'all. My sister stayed out there in the car. I went to my front door. I put my hand on the doorknob. Y'all listen. This was scary. When I put my hand on that doorknob, y'all, I promise to God the Spirit have spoke to me. The Spirit said, do not go in there. Honey, I let that doorknob go so fast because you got to be able to listen to the Lord when he's speaking to you. Regardless if you got a lot of stuff going on, you still can hear the Lord if you focus. Bae'z though, that he had done took papers out on me saying that I assaulted him. When I put my hand on the door now, I heard the Spirit tell me to don't go in there. So when I go in the car and tell my sister, she was like, oh my God, let's go. We drove off. So I went to this program to help women in weird cases like this. And that was the only way for me to get him out my house. So when I got him out my house, do y'all know that this man has cut my electricity wires in the back? He took me through some changes. I had to get a restraining order against him. When I got the restraining order, he wasn't supposed to call me or nothing. So, that was busting. He wasn't supposed to call me or nothing. He called my phone. My son answered the phone. My son was a little younger. And he told my son to tell me to meet him at the church down the street. Have y'all ever heard of a shotgun wedding? Because I think that's what he was trying to do. Well, the moral of the story is that fool was crazy. He was crazy. And that's all I'm going to say. But there's more to it. But I'll get into it on a later day. Y'all, I went through some changes trying to get that man out my house. Because if somebody got shirt, toothpaste, and stuff like that, y'all look what I done did. That's terrible. That means I got home training, y'all. I'm just a person that can't wear white. And Miss Donna Green told me not to spend on stuff on my shirt. And I still did anyway. But y'all, I went through some changes with that man. I went through some changes with him. But honey, wasn't nobody but God. And when I went to court, I done knocked y'all all down. I know y'all is hurt. I will pay for your doctor bill. But when I went to the court to get my restraining order, that judge said, well, they granted me a restraining order for a year. This man stood up and kept saying, I don't want her. I don't want to be with her. All she wanted to do was go to the club. He was just saying that. And when the judge gave him the year for him to stay away from me, God got you always from him. Yes. But So, remind you, he was in the court saying, I don't want her no more. I don't want her more. So, I was calm. He was hyped up. So, the judge happened to be a judge that was handling domestic violence cases before she came over to be the judge. So, she recognized a snake when it's a snake. So, y'all, she was listening to him. So, when she said, yeah, restraining order, don't go near her, don't call her, don't come near her kids, whatever. This man said that he wants an appeal. She said, sir, why would you want to appeal? You just said you didn't want her no more and you don't want to be around her no more or nothing like that. So he want to appeal it so he can be around me. And he was contradicting himself. So when the judge got finished, the judge looked at me. She said, ma'am, she said, I advise you. She said, I see a lot of women get a restraining orders and they take them off. She said, but I advise you from my experience, from me being a domestic violence. She was a domestic violence judge. Yes. For me having the experience that I have and dealt with these type of individuals, that's what she called him, an individual. She said, stay away from him. She said, don't go near him. If he breaks his restraining order and tries to call you, she said, call the police. She said, I done seen him and his kind before. She said this in front of him. She said, that's one that you need to let go. And baby, by the judge telling me that, honey, that was it. That was it. That was it for me. It takes, sometimes it got to take somebody from a higher place to tell you. But when I put my hand on that doorknob, I could have honestly heard in the spirit, it said, don't go in there. That man was in there. I could never tell you if he was in there or not because I didn't go in there. But I listened to my spirit when my spirit told me not to go in there. So the more of this story is that we have to listen to that inner voice. When that inner voice get to talking to us and telling us that something ain't right, we better listen. I promise you. Because he had it set up so nice. He had it set up for me to go to jail. Y'all, I promise you, I did not touch that man. And it was going to look like that when I got out, that I was this violent person, that I was going to put my hands on him again. And he defended himself. That's how it was going to look. That he defended himself and sent me on to Jesus. That's how it was going to look. He had the perfect setup. But God, honey. But God. And when I went to court, that lawyer didn't even say nothing about that case. Because of my lawyer, I told my lawyer, I said, I promise you, I never touched that man. That man bit his lip. That man scraped his head while he was shaving. And he gave himself some scars because the law is in North Carolina that if you have any visible scars, you did it. You did it. And so I didn't have no scars because I didn't have no fight. And I'm pretty sure the person that I am, honey, you put your hands on me, we're going to be fighting like hell. And we both would have had scars, but I didn't have anything. But the magistrate office believed the story. Because they showed and locked me up. But baby, we just got to listen to the inner voice. Because I swear, that little jail time, that wasn't the first time I got locked up either. So I got plenty of jail stories. Not plenty. You know, I ain't never went to prison. I done went to jail, but come right back out. Petty stuff like driving with no license then. Got some license now. And it was another man that was in my life that had me locked up. Y'all, I don't know what be going on, but they be wanting me locked up and I don't be doing nothing. They be wanting my ass locked up. So anyway, that's how people be when they be obsessed with your spirit. It don't be you. You ain't got to be the baddest chick in the world or look better than everybody. It's just the way you carry yourself, the way you handle your family, the way you handle your business. That's what men is attracted to. If your game is up, you know what I'm saying. So that's the type of stuff that I done had to deal with, y'all. But yeah, I'm still a little distraught from yesterday, so that's why it took me so long to come up here. Um, about the family of yesterday, the stuff, the reason why that my show was canceled. But y'all, look at this. This is terrible. Like, I'm 2 years old. My grandkids be doing this, and I be like, y'all don't waste no food on y'all clothes, and look what I'm doing. But yeah, that's what's going on, honey. So I'm full. I done cleaned up. I had a rough night because I kept thinking about, the situation with the little young man that, I supposed to did the interview on. So anyway, I'll be back later on. I'll be back later. Donna Green, Niche, thank y'all for coming through. And I'm ready to go because I'm ready to go home. I gotta go take this shirt off, y'all, because right now somebody will walk up and be like, hey, babe, how you doing? And I got all this stuff on my shirt. And they're gonna be like, Lord, it look like that I ain't clean. Like, nothing. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day.